good to see you after a long weekend. Finally, somewhat basically concluded at least. But the real question is, how are you doing?
Fight camp's going fight camp. I'm on tight schedules. I feel like I not enough hours in the day to get everything done, but we're first and foremost we're training every single day. We're training hard every single day. Um, it's been a very I'm trying to find the best synonym. I guess not synonym for super, but it's been fucking a great camp. It's been a great camp. We've been doing really good. Just some business stuff, social media stuff. I'm not quite getting done to the best of my ability, but fights come first. As long as I'm winning fights, doesn't
That's
matter.
all that matters.
It all that matters is that I'm winning the fights. So, yeah, but really, let's. I just want to shout this out. The UFC is on right now. I'm watching live. Gonna give you guys a little bit. Chris Mutino's getting his ass kicked again. But last week, Sean Strickland. I know I had Hernandez, but my parlay split with Rob Font. No, Dan Ige. And I ended up putting a save me bet on Sean Strickland and under 4.5, and we got the job done. So we live to gamble another day.
Yep. Shout out to Sean Strickland for getting the under.
Yeah. So I kind of want to just move right into my bets, just because I want to make sure I place and actually like some bets here. We're gonna pull it up on Kirgo.com using code KingKai, guys. Kirgo.com, use code KingKai. Did you have a chance to look up and down the card at all, or what are you thinking?
Hardly, just a quick glimpse of the main card, pretty much. So
I'm gonna kind of look up ahead and see if I can't get a.
Wouldn't want to not place a bet that was going to hit, right? Unlike some people that
For real.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where's the fight in that I'm looking for? Oh no.
Where'd be the fight at?
Oh, wrong card. Like, what the fuck?
Oops, little daisies.
Wait, is this Moreno's card?
Yes, this is Moreno's card.
Moreno versus this is. This is saying he's fighting somebody different.
That's weird.
Is there a pullout?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There maybe might have been.
What the heck?
Uh-oh. Plot twist.
I know, plot twist here, guys. This fight's on right now. No, it is not. I'm mind fucked. Hold up. UFC fight night. My bad. Right here. Yeah. Found him. Only events. Boom. Somebody just did something. Macy Chiazon. So we're gonna miss that one versus Perez. Where's just the rest of the fight card though? Very interesting.
Yeah, so right now they're on a Christian Quinones and Chris
Macy Chiazon and Chris Mutino and Christian Quinones. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I see the Aline Perez card, but not the Macy's, so I got to figure this out. So I guess on to you. If you have do you happen to have a ticket today or no?
No, not quite a ticket, but pretty much a slate. So I got 2 slates pretty much now that we have not only NBA back, but NHL back, from their All-Star break and Winter Olympics, I should say, as well. That completely makes sense as why they had such a big break. I'm like, why is that going on? Well, duh. USA busy winning gold for both men's and women's. Shout out to both teams. I think both against Canada and both with a overtime win 2-1. So what a heck of a battle there. Shout out to them yet again. which I think you shouted out last time. But you can never over shout out, especially Olympic golds and all that stuff. What's up, Kat? You can help me with this little slate here. Well, this one's should be straightforward and simple one. We'll see kind of on that one. So we got the Spurs at the Knicks. We're definitely going to go with the Spurs on that one. And of course, you're such a goofy little cat. How about the Spurs just looking pretty darn good in general? But then we got the Cavs at the Nets. Should have the Cavs winning that. Nets are not netting properly. Cavs just got hardened, so they should have more scoring. So give me Cavs on that. Bucks at the Bulls. I guess we'll go with the Bucks, even though they're kind of starting to falter away. And then we got the Timberwolves and Nuggets. Get me the Nuggets on that one. Jokic is back and healthy, so that's an upset on there. Grizzlies at Pacers. I guess we'll go with the Grizzlies. That's kind of a crapshoot with that. Trailblazers at the Hawks. We'll go with the Trailblazers. Pistons at the Magic. We'll go with the Pistons. What an absolute glow up for that team, too. I think they're the number 1 seed, which is kind of baffling. Sixers at Celtics. We'll go with the Celtics on that one. Thunder at Mavericks. We're going to go with the Thunder. Pelicans at Clippers. We'll go with the Clippers. And then the Kings at the Lakers. I guess we'll go with the Lakers. So once again, nice little recap for that little Sunday slate. For the NBA, it'll be the Spurs, the Cavs, the Bucks, the Timberwolves. Well, no, the Nuggets. Sorry. The Grizz, the Trailblazers, the Pistons, the Celtics, the Thunder, the Clippers, and the Lakers. So,
nice,
bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, bippity boppity, get off my property, I guess.
Yeah.
But
boom,
yeah, nice. I gotta get back into the. I think I gotta need to get back into the NBA betting. I was making a lot of money with NBA and hockey.
Yeah, well, now the both are back. Yeah, more chances and stuff like that. So.
But yeah, I finally figured it out. I got myself a little 3-pick parlay. I'm not in love with it, but it's really not a great card.
What can you do?
In the next fight, I have the underdog Macy Chiasson. Just, women's fight can go either way. I tend to, just put the underdog in there regardless, just because typically it's a 50-50 fight, no matter what the odds say, in my opinion. So might as well take the odds. Obviously, there's select few that I'll bet on every single time, like Shevchenko, Jessica Andrade. Like, there's a few that are just, I think better than the rest, and the rest are kind of all in the same spot. So I got Macy Chiasson as a 2.38 underdog. These do points, yeah. But then in the co-main, I got David Martinez over Marlon Vera. David Martinez hungry. Marlon Vera, he's just a little inconsistent. He's tough. He's very good, but I might even throw a little bet on him as like an underdog to finish or something, or maybe to win by decision. That'll be a game time decision. And then in the main event, we're going to go with Brandon Moreno. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Brandon Moreno always keeps it close, but he's also going against a newer up-and-comer who lost to an old salty vet already. And I think Brandon Moreno has a lot of life left in him, so we're going to take that. So real quick, for the UFC Fight Night, we got Brandon Moreno, David Martinez, and Macy Chiasson for a 4.61 payout. So nice. whatever you pay, multiply that by 4.61. You got it only on Kirigo.com. Use code KingKai, set your VPN to Germany, and go from there. But yeah, next up, I guess you and I both should have something to say about this. RAF6. What do we think about it?
It's something, that's for sure. And hopefully I have the right one pulled up. I know there's a couple swaps here and there, couple different matchups, but I tell you what, it's a good showcase. I guess if anything, if all these quote unquote washed up UFC fighters are going to go off to a different promotion to showcase their skills, I guess it'd be, the wrestlers going over the freestyle wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So, and comparatively speaking, in most cases, less violent-ish compared to, old punch
face. At least no brain injury. There's obviously, especially the older you get, there's going to be more chances for injury, to maybe like a limb, a joint, this and that. But at least these guys get out of there without going to boxing and taking tremendous brain damage that they just don't need to take,
Yeah, unless they get uh, their flight permits and get bombed for 5.
Yeah, for real.
So
For real, for real. Well,
Wouldn't
cool,
go,
cool,
huh?
cool, cool, cool. Let's do it. Like most of these, I know at least one person in most of these matches. So let's just start at the beginning. Bryce Meredith versus Andrew Alvarez. I think Andrew Alvarez is a different opponent than Bryce Meredith was originally supposed to wrestle. I'm a Bryce Meredith fan. He is down there with those other guys down in Arizona, but I think he's done great in his wrestling career. He's always kind of, in my opinion, been a little bit not aggressive enough, I guess. Like he's real slick dog. He does this and that, but I think that uh, being an RAF, not college wrestling, not against the best of the best of the best, I think he's gonna shine and find a rhythm there for RAF. What do you think?
You said you picked Bryce.
I got Bryce going in that one. Maybe
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know who
remember.
Andrew Alvarez is.
Yeah, he was a national champ for University of Northern Colorado,
Oh
and he was
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
free
yeah.
throw team. But I think he's coming off an injury. I want to say of sorts,
Yeah, or at least some sort of
possibly. But
layoff.
I could see Meredith pulling it off too. But I could see Alvarez running away with it too. This might be. I'm really trying to remember. Given the injury, I'd go with Bryce too. But who knows? Maybe Alvarez is back and feeling good and better too. So.
For real. Next fight up, Aljamain Sterling versus Benson Henderson. I think that's an absolute fun one. I do think Benson Henderson's gonna have the size advantage, but Aljamain Sterling is a pretty big 135 or even big 145er. So good match there. Great match there. Benson Henderson is gonna be older, Aljamain Sterling, probably likely younger and poppier, but sometimes that doesn't matter if you're just a better wrestler. So I'm an Aljamain Sterling fan, so I guess I gotta ride with the Aljamain Sterling, but I expect a pretty good match there.
Yeah, I could see it going either way, but just shits and giggles, I can go with Henderson. Why not?
Nice.
I can go
Cool.
with the older, saltier vet.
hmm Next
So
up, we got Clay Guida versus Keelan Jimison. I think Clay Guida was originally supposed to wrestle Muggsy Bulljunk.
yeah,
And
that sounds
I would
about
have loved to. I would love to wrestle Muggsy. I think I beat him. But give me Clay Guida. Give me the old guy with a motor. Old guy with a motor. Let's go. Unless I don't know who that other guy. I might not know who that other guy is, but give me Clay Guida.
right. Yeah, it's hard to bet against Guida, even if he might not even win. Like, absolute fan favorite for sure. So
Mhm.
I give me Guida. Why not? So
So
I wouldn't
Jordan
be
All.
surprised. I think so. I was gonna say Keelan Jimson. It could be someone like up and coming, like
Mhm.
actually in the wrestling scene, like super focused on it too. And I'm telling you, these young bucks, they may be getting talented younger, but doesn't mean they ain't getting tougher and
Right.
even more talented. Yeah, so it's crazy
This
how
one's a
much.
banger. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, wrestling's starting to kind of transition to a
Oh yeah.
younger league. Like, I mean, there's still some
Tenfold.
old salty vets that can still roll around and do their thing, but it's these young bucks. I mean,
hmm
so it's a whole
Yeah.
different level.
Anytime there's
Anyway,
there's hand to hand combat, I think the younger guys are most of the time. You can't sleep on the greats, but you gotta, faster. Willing to learn more. Some guys are stuck in their ways, this and that. So I think the young guys are likely gonna start showing up. But next up, this one's an absolute banger: Jordan Oliver versus Bo Bartlett. I'm going with my dog, Jordan Oliver. He's looked like he's been on a fucking tear in RAF. Bo Bartlett is no fucking slouch. Is this another rematch with them because of weight issues or no?
I don't know. It could be
I want to say
possibly
Jordan
that, or it could,
Oliver's up. I think Jordan Oliver's up on Bo Bartlett on the series. I could be wrong there. I gotta pay more attention, but I've been so locked into my fight that I haven't really been doing what I need to be doing for
yeah,
this. But yeah, give me Jordan Oliver. Bo Bartlett is fucking stud, bro. I do think that it's gonna be a competitive match, 1 or 2 point match, maybe decided by a push out even. Like good shit. It's good shit here.
yeah. I tell you what, I'll go with Barlett. But like I said, again, it's cliche as repetitive as it sounds like we make it sound. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if
Mhm.
John Oliver gets a
Yeah.
W too. Um, But I had something on my mind now. It just slipped out. So, but yeah, I'll be the what was it?
So
I'll go against the grain.
yeah.
I'll get Bartlett. So
Nice. Sahid Valencia versus Mahmoud Fazi Sebi. I don't know if I pronounced that right. That's what it looks like. I don't really know much about either. Zahid is definitely a name I've heard and watched, but you know, these overseas guys come over and they've been looking pretty freaking good. With a name like Mahmoud, I'm sure that he's from the area of the world that's very, very good at wrestling. Just saying.
yeah.
Just saying.
Well,
Uh,
so I was that it just hit me. RAF is not only going to be on Fox Nation, but it's also on the Fox One app, but it's also going to be eventually on Amazon Prime Video.
oh,
So
nice. So
you got
not
a Prime
yet.
account, then you don't have to create a complete new one. Although I don't know if it's officially over yet to it, but I guess one in the next coming card or
That'll be
two it should be there. So
huge for the wrestlers, man. Huge for the wrestlers.
absolutely. But yeah, I don't know, give me Valencia. So
Heck yeah, I'm going to yeah, I'll go USA there. Evan Wick versus Magomadev Khabib Magomedov versus Evan Wick. I'm sorry, don't even know who the Magomedov Khabib guy is, but I'm going for him. My money's on him.
I'm trying to remember if that is the guy who got banned from the Olympics this year or not. There was a high end name, and I think it sounds like it's either that one or it's the next wrestler in the next bout. But yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, he's a tough son of a gun. I definitely think he's a world team member if I remember correctly. So obviously Evan
Mhm.
Wick is too, and he's a tough
Mhm.
son of a gun. I think he's a handful on that one. Pulling for the American, but I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Then we got Keegan O'Toole versus Taj Miraz Salkazanov. I Keegan O'Toole's like great. He's great. I, I just don't know these other guys. You know, it's hard for me to go against the United States though. So you know, give me Keegan O'Toole. Give me Keegan O'Toole, and we'll call it a day there.
Yeah, I'll root for O'Toole too, but I think actually the other guy might be the guy who was he was high end, he was super young, and you know beat one like he's a young gold medalist, but he's had some like issues being eligible for lack of a better term. I don't think it's I can't remember exactly what the spiel is with that, but um yeah, I think that might be the guy possibly. So it's another handful for the American there. So
Mm-hmm. Next up, Jamie
anyway.
Guzman versus Everest Lee Decker. I don't know either one of those. So hats off. Are those women? Hats off to the ladies for getting high up on the card there. Good stuff.
With that weight right there as it is, yeah, it sounds like it.
Mhm.
So
Stephen Buchanan versus GV Matarashvili. A Villy. I'm going Stephen Buchanan. Cue with the American. Assuming the other
yeah,
guy is
and
not
stick with it.
American.
He looked really well in his last match, Buchanan there. He
Okay.
was the one I was supposed to rep. I can't remember. He filled in for dang it. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he filled in for someone and actually put a good win there from the last RAF card that he was on. So
Now we got David Carr versus Bubba Jenkins. Fuck, I'm a big bad seed Bubba Jenkins fan, but it's hard to go against the younger David Carr. You know, I think David Carr is gonna get that job done. Zero disrespect to Bubba Jenkins, the bad seed. He is actually one of the guys in RAF's ear to get me on after my fight. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with David Carr, but fun fight, fun match, fun match.
yeah, I definitely think Carr's got the edge here. So
Mm-hmm.
but Bubba's gonna give Carr a good fight. So good match or something.
So then that leaves us to Armin Sarukian versus Georgie Poulis in the co-main event. I Giorgio's my boy, so I got to ride with Giorgio, but Armin is real. Armin is great. Armin's doing side quests where he's doing sambo, wrestling, freestyle, jiu-jitsu tournaments. So we'll see. I know Giorgio's very focused, very alive, very ready to go. Hold up, let me fast forward this. Chazon is on top currently. Yeah, choke her out. First leg of the parlay. The underdog leg of the parlay. Go. Anyway, Giorgio's my dog. Going with Giorgio. Armin, this is gonna be a great. I hope it's a great match. I hope Armin Sarukian doesn't do what a lot of people think he's gonna do and just steamroll him. But I think Giorgio's been really putting his best foot forward. Whenever all you do is film wrestling content, all you're doing is wrestling, you gotta be a good wrestler. Like you have to at least have something there. And he's looked really against Muggsy to 10-0, the other wrestling influencer, the way that he did, and I think that he's real. Giorgio's a real wrestler.
Yeah, Armin though, does he have technically a wrestling background more of, or
I think it's
was it more
freestyle wrestling. I think it's freestyle wrestling or sambo, but I know that sambo and freestyle wrestling have a lot of good stuff. A lot of similarities, at least for like the top bottom. No, that it's more folk style. Fuck, what am I talking about? Let's go, Macy. Beat that bitch's ass. Okay, sorry. Back to it. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Back to it.
For the
So
leg.
Who do you got?
Let's see. You went for the American. I guess just for shits and giggles again. I'll go opposite. I'll go Armin.
Nice.
Well, it's gonna pull for the American, but just for content and spiciness, go me Armin.
It's amazing to see Giorgio on here. I'm very, very happy that he's used his platform to get onto these big cards. But that leads us to the main event: Henry Cejudo versus Uriah Faber. What a fun fight! And they're doing it, I think, at 155. I think they weighed in at.
It doesn't say, but maybe that.
I think I saw their weigh-in photos, and they both look juiced to the gills since they're both retired, and they both just look fucking just shredded. So, Henry Cejudo versus Uriah Faber, man, fuck. I gotta go with Henry Cejudo. You gotta go with the Olympian. You got like.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you deter that far off from that kind of level of wrestling for sure. But I'm sure Uriah might have a trick or two up his sleeve to make it interesting. But yeah, give me triple C.
Quadruple C?
Oh, quad C is right.
Oh boy. Well, cool.
And a new star was born.
That's pretty much it for the RFA. I do have this fight up here, so I'll keep a little color commentary. But until then, we got about 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes to grind through. What do you think, Tweek? How do you?
It's time to go for another Sunday slate there with NHL. I think so. Yeah. So work on pulling that up.
Macy's getting reversed.
Has she tried getting unreversed?
Oh what do you think, God, she's gassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you tried ungassing?
Back to you.
So I had one animal help me with one slate. I'll have another animal help me with this other slate here. Gotta love that. Anyways, so we got the Golden Knights at the Penguins. Get me Golden Knights on that one. Blackhawks at Mammoth. Oh, Utah. What a mascot, by the way, the Mammoth. Still would have been cool if they were able to get Yetis. The Yeti won, but I think they lost out on that mascot. So, but Mammoth is pretty good second. But give me the Mammoth on that one. Apparently, they're doing pretty good, pretty decent. So, can't argue that. We got the Jets at the Sharks. Go ahead and get me the old Winnipeg Jets on that one. The Blues at the Wild. Get me the Wild. Panthers at the Islanders. Get me the Panthers on that one. And then the Flames at the Ducks. Let's go with the Ducks. So once again, just a nice little recap there. Vegas, Utah, Winnipeg, Minnesota, Florida, and Anaheim on that. So
I like that. That's a good slate, at least from the start of the season whenever I was betting, but it is after the Olympic break, so different vibe, different feel. Suzanne said Yuko in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, Yuko Puko. Gotta love it.
It is 420, so might as well.
So that's 17 games. It's perfect 17-0 incoming. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah. As far as Tweek's tutties, I'll try to cipher through and see if I can't make a ticket, and actually probably place a bet this time around.
Hey, can you actually place it so we can start getting our funds up for the Tweek and Kai show?
Yeah, no doubt. I have to send it either your way or find my way to a kiosk. Yeah, I cannot believe that hit. I went and looked the next day because I didn't think nothing of it, and I was gonna update. I go and look. I was like, wow, that hit. Wow, that hit. And that one. And that one. The big one was the under.
Mm,
I don't want to root for people not to score, but one was under. And that one hit. The big one, I had Jokic with a triple double, and he hit a triple double.
nice, nice,
And
nice,
lo and
nice, nice.
behold, it hit. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, man, that would have helped towards the wedding fund. I'll say that.
Yeah, for real. Macy is fucking not looking good.
Yeah. Get
I know. I'm
another
ready.
backup. Save that for that.
Yeah, if I lose
But
this one, I'm gonna just do some live betting.
yep, there you go. Well, anyways, that's all with you. That's all with me. I'll
Yeah, you're
probably
on.
try to get a. I'll probably get a 20 and a tutty lined up here, um, at some point, and I'll get
Yeah,
it out and about.
get it
So,
going.
other
You're
than that, yeah, I'll quit babbling. I'll allow it to be, and I'll get back to my daughter. I'll have father-daughter
yeah.
weekend this weekend after we're gonna
Father
go grab our
daughter
new roommate.
weekend. Let's fucking go.
Exactly.
And Macy's on her back again. So I
Yeah.
spoke too soon. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Definitely use Curigo.com. Use code King Kai for all your gambling needs.
Yep. And once again, like, comment, subscribe, everything out, all and at Pour Puff Predict. And until next time, I'm Tweek, that's Kai. I pour, he puffs it, and we predict it. Have a good night.